Protect your DNA. BioPQQ can promote formation of new mitochondria. Infowarsstore.com.
Hi everyone, I'm Gina McCarthy, Administrator of the United States Environmental Protection Agency. I am so proud to let you know that the United States has just taken a big step forward on climate change.
Do you still want to believe that the Environmental Protection Agency isn't a gigantic fleecing machine run by federally insulated morons?
Water to feed our lakes and streams. Rivers flowing through our communities to the sea. To drink, to grow, to live. Clean water.
Well, I'm sure it would be difficult to find anyone that agrees with you living off of the Colorado River.
We sincerely regret it. We regret the impacts to the community, to the residents here, and also to all the tourists and visitors you have in your community.
Last week, the Gold King mine vomited its poisonous brew of copper, zinc, acids, and heavy metals after workers supervised by EPA officials, rather than first draining or securing the sludge, opened up the passage, leading to 3 million gallons of toxic sludge spilling into a creek that carried it into the Animas River. From there, the discharge headed toward the Colorado River, which provides water to tens of millions of Westerners. Arsenic levels in the Durango area of the Animas River were, at their peak, 300 times the normal level, and lead was 3,500 times the normal level. On top of that monumental fail, it took the EPA over 24 hours to warn local residents that the Animas was poisoned. Now La Plata and Durango, Colorado have declared a state of emergency. Accidents happen? It would make sense that they would happen on a constant basis to a federal agency eaten up with incompetence and deviant behavior paid for by our tax dollars. It's become well known that an EPA regional office in Denver, Colorado sent out emails to all of its staff asking them to please stop defecating in the office hallways. An EPA attorney was sentenced to 32 months in prison after he defrauded the government out of $900,000 by falsely claiming his numerous absences were a result of a CIA gig he was doing on the side. And while the EPA clumsily drains 3 million gallons of wildlife-killing waste into one of the most pristine areas in the United States, how many of its employees were busy back at the home office watching pornography, as was discovered of an employee that viewed more than 7,000 pornographic files during duty hours? And if all of that sounds like juvenile and harmless idiocy, the EPA took their demoniacal abuse of power to another level when they conducted diesel exhaust experiments on 10-year-old children. In January, the Washington Post reported children as young as 10 years old had diesel exhaust sprayed directly into their noses in experiments conducted at the University of Southern California and the University of California. According to documents obtained through the Freedom of Information Act by the website junkscience.com, the colleges received grants from the EPA to conduct the tests. Energy and Environmental Legal Institute attorney David Schnare said, not only has the EPA been caught violating the letter and the spirit of virtually every national, international code, law, and regulation for the protection of human subjects in medical experiments developed since World War II, but they have done so in shocking style, abusing the most vulnerable people of all, children. Our ancestors would have tarred and feathered the idiots that unleashed toxic death into the Animas River in Colorado. How many more disasters can our politically correct and subservient society endure as another federally funded alphabet agency with a long, dismal track record, ripe for either abolishment, major reform, or a future tool in the bureaucracy of a maturing tyranny, destroys another segment of the American dream? John Bound for Infowars.com.
General, what do you think about the FBI saying that there was a terror alert on Monday about a potential Fort Hood situation?
The police are shoving people, shoving Alex
shoving the crowd. Here we go, folks. I'm being assaulted.
Whether it's the radio show, the news websites, documentary films, or the nightly news, Infowars is the tip of the spear.
Is this another false flag stage attack to take our civil liberties and put more homeland security while sticking their hands down on pants on the streets?
It's up to us to set brush fires in the minds of men and women everywhere, and that's what PrisonPlanet.tv is designed to do.
You watch, the Assad regime is going to be blamed or accused of using chemical weapons against the so-called rebels.
What we see now is a war against reality. It's a war against the truth.
It's more vital than ever that supporters of freedom become members of PrisonPlanet.tv and share their membership with up to 11 friends and family. Visit InfoWarsNews.com today. Become a member, share your membership, and help take the InfoWar to the next level.